And good evening to each and every one of you, both of you who are on our regular site at the YouTube, Thaddeus Matthews YouTube channel. I'm so used to saying Facebook. And also to those of you who may be coming on board now on Instagram. We're using Instagram as well tonight as the Thaddeus Matthews YouTube channel, which you can also see at the church site, Naked Truth LEM. Got a interesting show for you on tonight, as we will be talking about Sherra Wright and her return to Memphis, Tennessee. As I called her, the girl with the killer coochie. So we're going to be talking about Killer Coochie coming home. Oh, coming home. This is a live television show. And we're getting ready to go live on the only black-owned television network in the area. It's called the SVP TV network, and my show broadcasts. Now we're almost in our 5th year here on that network, which is on a cable channel, Comcast 31 here in Memphis, Tennessee. So we're getting ready to go live. We're trying to get all this social media stuff happening. Let me know when it comes up, Dale. On the, I meant to get into the studio a few minutes earlier because from the church where my offices are to the studio is about 20 miles.
It's got to read the.
Huh?
It's not reading the Wi-Fi.
What you mean it's not reading the barcode?
I said Wi-Fi.
What you mean it's not reading the Wi-Fi? Do you need to move it closer? Because its memory is in the same place. Huh?
That's what I was saying. Try
Try
it again.
it again. So we know that it's already showing on the Thaddeus Matthews YouTube channel. We're trying to get it all situated where it shows up on the church site as well, because hundreds, as I speak, are going to the church site. Is it reading yet? Then do you think you need to move it closer?
It's spinning.
Huh?
It's spinning.
Use your phone also as a hotspot.
Then I have to go all the way out and start back over.
Oh. Well. I see all of you coming in on Instagram. I don't know whether Instagram allows you the 2 hours or not. We are going to see on tonight. Good evening to each of you who are coming in on both of the social media platforms. Quintina Queen, how are you? What's it doing now?
It's starting to read, okay.
It's starting to read it? Starting to read it. When the killer coochie comes home. My. Yes. I'm going to be making a telephone call about 7:30 to the former personal assistant of Lorenzen Wright. So someone, turn it up for me in the studio.
The voice of the city.
We're getting ready to
The
go.
views and opinions expressed on this talk show are those of the talk show host.
Let me know when we're there,
and
Dan.
the persons appearing on the program, and do not reflect the views and opinions of the SVP network. This program may include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Here we go. What's up, Nicole Wright? Are we up? Do whatever you gotta do.
20 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And gents, when your phone was saved, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Monday evening to you. I am the one and only, I'm Thaddeus Matthews. And welcome again to still the most controversial, the hardest hitting, the most educational, informative, non-political having television talk show anywhere on the planet. Thank you so very much for being here with me. Hoping that your weekend has been simply marvelous and that you're ready for another very interesting week of conversation. Those of you who are joining me live also on Instagram, thank you. A brand new medium that we decided to use. My boy, hot boy Turk told me, man, see, the millennials, that's the young peoples, a lot of them don't use Facebook, they're on Instagram. So here I is on the Instagram on tonight. And thank you, Turk, for telling me about this. I think that this only lasts 1 hour, so I may have to go to a commercial break at the top of the hour and flip and go to a part 2. Those of you who are coming also on the Naked Truth end, thank you, at Naked Truth LEM, and those of you who have subscribed, and I want you to subscribe to the Thaddeus Matthews YouTube TV channel. Tonight, very interesting show, and I'm sure most of you know where I'm going tonight, especially to the 350,000 households that I hit each and every night here on the SVP TV network. You know, I've called Sherra Wright the woman with the killer coochie. And tonight, the killer coochie is coming back to Memphis. 7 years ago, Lorenzen Wright was murdered. He was gunned down in East Memphis, in a place that was very familiar to him and very familiar to Sherra. From what I'm told, this is their spot that they went to get their little freak on. Everybody got a freak spot, so this was their freak spot. And also, when they wanted to smoke a little other herbs, this was their place that they would go. This was their lover's lane. This is where Lorenzen Wright, NBA basketball player, lost his life about 5-6 months after his divorce of Sherra Wright. 7 years ago, when I had the radio station WPLX, I sent my cohort in crime, Denise Dean, to the location. We were the only radio station that was broadcasting live. It was, hell, I sent her out there. She went out there, did a marvelous job, gave us a blow of everything that was going on down at the location where they found the body, the of Lorenzen Wright. Lorenzen Wright, who was probably over 200 some odd pounds, weighed a mere 57 pounds. His body had totally decomposed. The animals had been nibbling on him. Sherra Wright gave us false tears. I stated 7 years ago on the air that if you want to know who murdered Lorenzen Wright, it would be Sherra. Many of you thought I was crazy when I said that 7 years ago. How could this wife, even though she was an ex-wife, but kill the father of their 6 children? Oh, how could she do such a terrible thing as what she was doing? But I told you that there was something about all of this situation, the lies that she was telling, the lies about in July, 3 men showing up at the house in trench coats. In July, in Memphis, Tennessee, when it was 100 degrees. Didn't sound good. He left. These guys came and they threatened me. She was setting up her plot, her plan, her conspiracy to take his life. Well, 7 years later, after the gun, the murder weapon, or one of the murder weapons, because remember now, there are 2 guns at least involved. Shells from 2 different guns, 2 caliber of weapons were found at the scene. What led police to Billy Ray? That's the guy that's in jail now. Billy Ray Turner, former lover of Sherra. Tell him I hear his guitar. Former lover of Sherra. Oh, here was Billy Ray. He was a deacon at the Mount Olive #1 in Conville. Please tell him I hear his guitar out here. Okay. Where he was a deacon. Okay. Where he was, it's something bumping and beeping. Y'all hear it? Which, it's something that's buzzing. I thought you was on your guitar, man, with that one note. But I'm hearing a beeping. You hear it?
I hear it up here. Yeah.
I'm hearing a beeping on the air. Make sure there ain't no bomb now. Y'all go and throw yourself on it if it's a bomb, so that the pastor can get on out of here. But here we are 7 years later. Billy Ray is in jail. The police several months ago started an investigation all over again. They said they never stopped. But it's always been my opinion that there were some persons involved in law enforcement that did not want this case to move forward. 7 years. Then they find the gun in the lake in Mississippi. What led them to the lake? An informant. Well, I got a call several weeks ago from a guy who said he knew the whole story of the informant, who the informant was. I've changed that tape. I may play a little bit of that later on tonight. But Sherra who lied about the 3 men, Sherra, who was burning something in her grill late at night, and it wasn't no barbecue. Sherra, she's on her second husband in 7 years, and multiple men. That's the reason I was calling her Killer Coochie. She was just getting men to do whatever she wanted to do. And the word is out. The word is out that Sherra Wright got some of the best coochie that was ever placed betwixt some thighs. That's the word. In fact, original, what was Reginald's name? Robinson. See, she's Robertson now. But let me see. I got a copy of their marriage certificate. Ooh, that's the part you get a preacher. I don't guess they need that. See. And Reginald Advertise Robinson and Sherra Yvette Wright. They married a few years ago. In fact, let's see, 2014. Okay, they stayed married 5 months. 5 months. He was in love with Sister Sherra. Oh, so in love with Sister Sherra. This was after she had already stated to some people that went out to Mount Olive, number one, that she was in love with Billy Ray, the other guy that's in the jail. Okay, she was in love with Billy Ray, and that she was gonna marry Billy Ray. Billy Ray been around. Billy Ray was a car washing man. He was the yard man. He was always around Sherra. Yeah. But after that, she married Reginald. Reginald was, and still is, a member of the Shelby County Sheriff's Department. And poor Reginald, his wife had died, and she went on, and he was in love with Sherra. Moves into the house with Sherra. Moved all his belongings into the house with Sherra. Took his dog and moved into the house with Sherra. Sherra, where they was living was out in Lakeland, which is in the county here in the Memphis area. And one day, one of his sheriff buddies was just driving in the county. Hey man, that's what the sheriff called, you moving? No man, I ain't moving. Well, somebody at your house moving. Sherra's new man that she was moving to Houston with, they was at the house. Billy Ray was loading up the truck, and Sherra left and went to Houston with this other man. Poor Reggie. She took all his belongings and his dog. Can you believe the helper took the man's dog, man's best friend, took the dog? Who would do a man like that? Take the man's dog. You done took the furniture, all of his belongings. Now she's married again to a guy by the name of Tim Robertson, who purchased a house in June, July of this year for $500,000 in Riverside, California. Neighbors said that she was always walking around in the neighborhood in her pajamas. Well, don't y'all laugh, because a lot of y'all right here in Memphis do that. With the cell phone, she was always on the cell phone. I can imagine. Sherra would say, they're getting close, ain't they? They got Billy Ray in. Billy Ray gonna tell on me. He gonna tell that we conspired to kill Lorenzen. See, the police say, the investigators say, that Sherra was at the scene at the time that Lorenzen was killed. Let me give you something else. And the 911 call that we've heard so much about, it's longer than what the media has played. It was left open rather. So there's other conversation. I'm also told by some of my sources in law enforcement that they set this thing up. Now, this was the second attempt. That's the reason she's charged with first-degree murder and conspiracy and criminal attempt first degree. The criminal attempt first degree took place, from my sources, say that she tried to have him killed in Atlanta, and that Betty Ray went to Atlanta, but for some reason either he was out of town or he was out of pocket, and the killing did not take place at that particular time. So this killing took place at this intimate spot where Sherra and Lorenzen spent a lot of their time. That was a barbed wire fence there 7 years ago. I don't think it's there any longer. They planned this. They planned to kill him and put him over in this area that was off of that little beaten path. They cut the barbed wire. Sources are telling me that somebody, when they cut the barbed wire, cut their hand. And that police have DNA from the fence. Sherra leaves Memphis. She leaves Memphis, she goes to Houston, then she goes to California. They finally get her last month. Then she played crazy. She comes into the court the first time without a husband, in the wheelchair, playing crazy. Comes back the next time, she's all right. Husband wasn't there. I'm told today that the husband, Tim Robertson, was present. In fact, the reporter said that he was in there teary-eyed because his good coochie is gone. He'll never get no more coochie from Sherra, okay? Them girls at Jail East, they waiting on her. They done heard that she's a perfect freak, so they gonna freak her in the women's section of Jail East here in Shelby County. Of all of this, and I've given you tons of information over the past week. Are we up there?
Yes.
Okay. I've given you tons of information on my show, and you can go back and look at some of the former shows. But I'm going to be making a call to a young lady that's out of town that lived here in Memphis about 7:30. Her name is Wendy Wilson. Wendy was the personal assistant to Lorenzen Wright. Wendy came forward to the Memphis Police Department with audio tapes of Sherra Wright threatening to do him harm if she ever caught him with another woman. According to statements by Wendy, the former assistant, she indicated that Lorenzen Wright knew about the recordings and asked her to keep them. It also being claimed that Wilson had said her boss would not have asked her to keep the audio tapes had he not believed he might need them as evidence someday. I'm going to make a call to Wendy Wilson and interview Wendy on this particular matter. This morning, she waived her extradition rights and she signed the paperwork that are are needed to return her to Shelby County. Governor Haslin had also signed a governor's warrant. And in a governor's warrant, once he signed it and it got to the desk of the governor of California, and that governor signed it, she'd been coming back anyway, okay? But she waived her rights this morning. She signed the paperwork. The court there says that she'll be back in about a week. I believe, now this is my personal opinion, that she'll be back within the next 24 hours or before the end of the week. I think that U.S. Marshals, along with Memphis Police Department, is already in California to bring that booty on back to Memphis. When she arrives back in Memphis, she will be arraigned in a court, most likely, and I'm 99.9% sure that she will also be in the same court that Billy Ray happens to be in. That's in the courtroom of Mr. Judge Lee Coffey. It's also being rumored that she is going to hire Steve Faris. Steve Faris, if anybody know, I know, is a high-dollar attorney. Those of you around the country may remember Steve Faris from the movie, I forgot the name of the movie, but it was the incident, the real story of the preacher's wife who killed her preacher husband in the bed with a shotgun, got away, played crazy, had the high heel stripper boots. Y'all probably saw the story around the country. Well, that's who she's looking at as the attorney. If Steve Faris is going to be the attorney, there is some money somewhere. All right, so we're going, yeah, Mary Winkler, thank you. Somebody put it here. Y'all be so helpful. We're going to make a call. I'm going to make a call and set up the apparatus so that you'll be able to hear my phone conversation with Wendy Wilson, the former personal assistant to Mr. Lorenzen Wright. Maybe she's going to share some things that we've never heard. I've got a lot of questions that I want to ask Wendy Wilson. Thank you so very much for being here tonight on the show. Those of you who are watching by way of the SVP TV network, and to those of you who are watching me brand new social media usage of Instagram, and those of you who are watching me on the Thaddeus Matthews YouTube TV channel, and to those of you that's watching me at the Naked Truth website, which is nakedtruthlem.com. We're using all of these mediums, and I refuse to allow Facebook to have control of my destiny and what I'm doing, my marketing and promotion of the Thaddeus Matthews Show. And the reason that we are not on Facebook, some of these poo-put ass preachers with all these damn titles, and they saw that last week I had about 1 million views just on Facebook. That was without the TV. After y'all named me the cussing pastor. But the preachers got upset because I refused to keep my mind in a box. And I'm called for such a day as this to liberate and to empower you with nothing but the truth. And I don't give a damn what none of these preachers, none of these pastors, none of these holy rollers, holier than thou, none of these Negroes that are so heavenly until they're no earthly good. I don't give a damn about what you think or what you say. There is no stopping me now. We're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to get all of my stuff set up here so that we can have this conversation, so that you can hear from Wendy Wilson, the former personal assistant to Mr. Lorenzen Wright. We will be back right after these commercial messages. All right, need to set this this phone thing up. It's rolling. Dale, it's rolling? Okay. All right, we're gonna get ready to set my phone up so that it will run through the system. For those of you who are watching, this is live TV. Let's see. Is it on? Now it is. That may have been the reason you wasn't picking up the signal too. Because I don't think it was. I don't think it was. It wasn't on. Okay.
Call them, Dale. Make sure we're picking up.
Yeah, Dale called me, so I see if we're picking up. Oh! Let's see. And I need you to count to 10 for me. Are you there?
Yes.
You hear me good?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's gonna do that in here because of the speakers. All right, let me see if I can get her on the line. Again, y'all watching live TV at work. Thank you, Miss Ned. I be trying to work hard, girl. Ooh, y'all don't know how hard. Huh? All right, call me again. Tell them just let the commercial roll till we get this. Go.
Hello?
Okay.
That was good.
All right, let me see if I can find her number.
Just look tech.
It ain't coming through. I don't know here nothing.
Yeah.
Wendy. Hey, I'm not picking it up. Hold on, Wendy. No, I'm talking to the engineer in the studio. You can't. We're not hearing it. Just hold on, Wendy.
Okay.
We didn't do nothing to it. Wendy, say something to me. Count for me.
2, 9, 8.
Oh, I got you now, baby.
Thank you.
All right, I'm in commercial break, and as soon as we come out of commercial break, tell her make this the last spot, and then we're gonna come back.
All right, 50 seconds.
50 seconds.
Oh, hold on 1 second, okay, hold on.
All right. You been doing all right today, Wendy? Did she tell me to hold?
20 seconds.
You there? You there, Wendy?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna come out of commercials.
Okay.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show here on the SVP TV network. And we're talking tonight about that killer Coochie. Sherra Wright is coming back to Memphis. And I expect her back within the next 24 to 48 hours. I don't agree with some of the reports. And for security reasons, that's probably one of the reasons that we're hearing it's going to be a week before she returns. On the phone with me is Wendy Wilson, the personal assistant at that time to Lorenzen Wright. Wendy, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much, Pastor Matthew. Thanks for allowing me to voice my position on this matter.
Thank you. At the time that Lorenzen was killed, were you his personal assistant at that time?
I was not directly at that time. I had resigned due to various responsibilities of my own. But I had began to work with his mother in various capacities with real estate and all of that.
As the personal assistant to Lorenzen, what were basically your duties when you worked for him?
My duties were from day to day. I would administer the transaction of Lorenzen's business. I would assist with facilitation of the camps and nonprofits. I also assisted with all matters of government, home, real estate, some education matters with regard to the family. I primarily handled all of the vacation travel, as well as the restaurant management and family matters to include his mother.
Okay. How was it, Wendy, to work for Lorenzen Wright?
It was absolutely amazing. He was just a very, very benevolent and gratified, trusting, very secure and amorous and jovial professional. He was very talented, but he was very humble, very kind, and he was just a very likable and respected person. He was just very kind, wasn't full of himself, and it was just a blessing for me and my family.
In working for Lorenzen as his personal assistant, did you have to come in contact with Sherra?
I did. I had quite a bit of contact with her. I think she was at first I was sort of hired by him alone. And of course, Deborah knew that there was a family knew. And I don't, in the very beginning, I don't quite think that he let her know for obvious reasons, the fact that she was just probably very, very begrudging to things and quite mistrustful and quite possessive. And as a result of that sort of, behavior, he was very careful in bringing me into the fold with regard to all matters Sherra.
Did Sherra at any time assume or suspect or think that there was something more going on between you and Lorenzen than you just being his assistant?
I to be quite honest with you, I think that Sherra, I don't think it's necessarily that. I just think that she was so very, very emulous and ravenous over Lorenzen, and so she was even very jealous of his job. So it was a matter of he didn't answer the phone. She began to just call multiple people, me being one of them, and just to sort of assert her position, and to, just to express how detestable she was with not being able to come in contact with him.
Was Sherra, with him being an entertainer, I guess basketball is entertaining, being a personality, was she a jealous and possessive woman?
Very much so. It was just very malignant for him. She was quite begrudging. It was beyond protection. It was beyond being protected. It was just most stimulant in the fact that she trusted him, and he was very, very trustworthy. And he always tried to assert and to make certain that she was a part of everything. He would even be late for practice and was trying quite a bit just to try and please her when she did not have a profession outside of the home on her own. So he was just a very, very commendable man to try and make he did everything he possibly could to, assure her, but it was impossible.
You supplied police with a tape where
I did.
it states that she's threatened to harm Lorenzen if she ever caught him with another woman. Tell us more about that conversation, or was it one conversation, or was it conversations?
There were multiple conversations of this very, very tone, and as a result of my concern for him, it began to get worse and worse over time, more aggressive, more uneasy, more uptight, more malignant, and as a result of my concern for him as well as all of us, I made certain that I allowed him to hear. There's one conversation in particular where, he was away on a game, and it just went from 0 to 100 about him going, well, you know where he is, so, you know where he is, and it's not like he doesn't do everything that he possibly should be doing and beyond, even more for you and for all of us. So I don't know, even his family, his mother, everyone. So that just wasn't enough for her. And she said, well, I'll tell you, if it's not, no matter who it is, if it's anybody else, and I'm like, there is no one else. He's actually away in, I don't know if he was out there, for example, Los Angeles. If he's there, he's at work, and so it's not another individual, it's his job. So she just got worked up on her own for simple things, for him being away at work. And so from there, if it's anybody else, if it's somebody that you know about and you're not telling me, or I'm, if it's all, I'm going to tell you over and over again. And so I just began to, I put the phone on the speaker one day, just so like I'm talking to you. My mother heard it, she said, that's not good. I said, no, it's not. And I said, what do you think, what should I do? I said, well, I say, well, I'm going to record it. I'm not going to get out here. And so we recorded it, and once he got back, of course I told Deborah, and so she said, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I know how she was. I want to hear it. And so from there, I let her hear it, even the father. And when he got back, I told him where I was. I was, visiting my mom. She come over and something I need to talk to you about. We're going in the room and then whatever we can tell you, just so that I can work done what I need to do, because I think it's just, not just a hunch, but I think we need to be very careful. And so, and he was like, oh my God, how long has she been doing this? I was like, you didn't know? And so I said, she's been doing it for a while, a while. I mean, beyond a few months, 1 to 2 years.
Let me ask you this, Wendy. Are you on speakerphone?
I am.
Okay, can you pick it up, because you're sounding a little muffled?
Okay, I apologize. Can you hear me?
Have you picked it up?
I did.
Okay, now we were getting a muffled sound from you. So, did she ever use the words that she would kill him? When she said that she would harm him, what did she say? What do you think that she meant?
Well, she said to me that if I ever catch him with anyone else, I'm gonna kill him.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna F him up. That's what she said. F him up one time and several times, and then she said she would kill him. And I just knew she would. I just felt like it was not that she would, but I just felt like it was a very real threat. I don't feel like it was an empty threat at all.
So when you told Lorenzen about the threats, and that you had taped the threats, and that she had said that if she caught him with another woman, that she would kill him, what did Lorenzen say?
Him being a very positive and kind and assured, person he was, and he was a man who really had a lot of faith as well. He laughed and he said, "Wait, she's not gonna be." I said, "Well, he said, you are me and his mom." And he said, "Well, I don't think." I said, "You know what? I didn't, and I know you can handle yourself, but it just seems to me that it's just goes to the same thing. When someone doesn't answer, you're not going to immediately go to your voicemail or you're waiting to send a text maybe or just wait. But, it kept going to this point in this very, very dark place. And as a result, I wanted to make certain that I did what was, the very best thing by him. And so eventually I made, I made the police aware.
So when Lorenzen was murdered, did it come as a surprise to you? And I remember during that time you were interviewed by local media on television here. Did you think that she was the perpetrator of this crime?
Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
So,
I felt, and I even said it. I think at one point I said, "You did take a hard look at her," and people were just like, "What did she didn't know what she's talking about." I knew.
So you turned those tapes over to the police.
I did.
And is it your opinion, based on what she stated to you on tape, that she killed him? Do you believe that she's guilty of the murder of Lorenzen Wright?
I had in the positive part of me had hoped with all my fiber for the sake of the amazing children who really deserve, every good thing. That I had hoped that she didn't, but it appears that she did, and so it's just so sad for me of a tragedy altogether to say that lost her father and now mother. That's just very, very sad. My heart goes out to them, and my prayers go out to them.
Were you familiar with Billy Ray Turner?
I was not. I had not hired this guy. I think that she met him towards the years after I had departed, and after I was gone off the scene. I do remember a bit, maybe a lady that was a babysitter or nanny that I wondered about, but these are people that she had hired.
Are you talking about Miss Janice Taylor?
I believe so.
Janice Taylor was hired as the nanny to the children. In fact, her son is named, what did I write his name at? His name is they call him Danielle Taylor, but his real name is Antonio Danielle Taylor, who is, I guess, the son of the nanny who she also had an affair with. Okay?
Yeah.
Well,
And she was a very, very busy person, but although not a person that conducted business, but she was just a very busy person in her very own right.
So, do you think, Wendy, that you're going to be called to testify in this particular trial?
I don't know, but I think I've expressed to everyone involved that if they ever needed me, I am a Learjet flight away.
Okay.
So I would be there for him, and without question about it, and so it's no problem for me.
Are you familiar with a person by the name of Kenny Brown?
I don't know Kenny Brown. It's like there were so many people around at times, and I really took care of his business. I did not tally in, with regard to those guys and personal, things that might not have anything to do with me if he calls on me. And I do know him I did know Lorenzen very, very well. We discussed things perhaps that I never shared with anybody else, but I held privy to that. But those guys, and now he's just very, very kind. He wanted to spread his wealth. He wanted to spread his fortune, and was just very trusting. And I would oftentimes say and caution him to keep a tighter circle.
So do you think that a lot of the persons that were around Lorenzen Wright were users, or they were just around because of his status and his money?
I don't. I wouldn't go so far as to be egregious to make such a statement. And there are white people who really loved and respected him. And he just, say for the newer people that he met, he was the type of person that was just so kind. He would say, well, if there's anything I can do to help, I will, you know. And I think that he meant well, and perhaps they just wanted to know someone with this sort of energy and a personality of this sort of magnitude, and just to be around him. He was just very, very magnetic in personality.
So, at the time he was killed, were you still working for him, or had you went on to something else?
I was moved on to something else, but I had worked that summer with Deborah on a real estate matter.
Okay.
And of course, and I'm always, doing, but yeah, that's pretty much what we had done. I had made arrangements for her to do that, and as a result, I, of course, have remained close for those reasons, and, had always stayed around, and so as a result, we kept a great chemistry and connection as a sort of a family, extended, and as a result, I really had very respect for all of them, and, just really sorry about this.
There's a psyche, I guess she don't really like using the term psyche, but that's what we know, people who talk about the future and can see things, by the name of, Abigail Noel. Abigail Noel stated 3 years ago in a post on YouTube that she had channeled the spirit of Lorenzen Wright, and that Lorenzen,
Wow.
and Lorenzen, and I'll send you the connection later on tonight. She says that in channeling the spirit of Lorenzen Wright, that he states in the spirit realm that that bitch, in reference to Sherra, killed me. She mentions also a fellow by the name of Kenny Brown. Do you know of a fellow by the name of Kenny Brown that was associated with Lorenzen?
I believe that he was, whoever this person may be, I don't recall him being a main associate of his. There were so many people who knew him, and again, that, of course, knew him through their school or whatever case, or just a friend of a friend. And I'm not saying that they didn't have a very special relationship, but perhaps I just wasn't privy to it for administration of business. So, it wasn't anything that I've never heard of.
Okay. But yeah, and again, somebody gave me the word clairvoyant, that she does say, and she said this 3 years ago, and she used the name Billy. Okay? She said that one of the persons on the scene of the death, along with Sherra and Billy, was Billy, and along with this guy, Kenny Brown. When I look at the autopsy report, I can really believe that Sherra was there, because from looking at the autopsy report, and look at the numerous times that he was shot in the face, that it was a crime of passion. Do you think that after the divorce that she was still in love with Lorenzen, or in love with his money?
Today,
Huh?
I believe even today that she still very much loves him, because there will be no one that she will ever know that will be able to provide her with the sort of loving kindness that he did. And as a result, that was not the proper thing at all to do with him.
Well,
but as a result of
plus it's hard to find somebody
he's gone.
Plus, it was going to be hard to find somebody who was making the 7 figures that he was making.
You sure it will,
Do you think that Sherra was a gold digger?
It's unfortunate. I don't per se use words like that, but I think that, like so many women who don't have their own career and education and who don't have their own self sort of value outside of the person that they've been blessed to make a connection with, I think that it's very, very likely that people become opportunistic and very, very greedy and gratified with the gentleman's success. And that's what happened.
They were divorced at the time of the killing. We do know that, again, that was a conspiracy, and this is where the conspiracy first degree attempt comes from, when Billy Ray went to Atlanta to try to kill. What do you think after the divorce? They were divorced in February of that year. What do you think was the reason that she wanted him dead, even though they were divorced?
Sometimes when, it's very, very sad and an unhealthy person or an unfulfilled and ungratified, when I say that, the person that doesn't have a career, sometimes their identity is tied up in who they're married to. They become very depressed, very despondent. And as a result of that, I mean, who would she be now, once the marriage is over grass? And as a result, I'm just sort of thinking, I don't know for certain, but as a result, it's very, very common where if I cannot have you, then no one will.
Okay. So the children, and I guess the children have to be a main concern.
Should have been, yeah. I know it was for him.
Yeah, the children have to be a main concern, and I can understand where her concern for the children was with the $1 million policy that she got. She spent $1 million in 10 months, and when you look at the itemization of what she spent the money on, nothing really was there. Nothing was really there for the children. So, do you think because he was ordered to pay $26,000 a month in child support and $10,000 a month in spousal support, it was also rumored with him paying that he was involved with a young lady by the name of Alexis in Atlanta, and that he was coming,
Very nice girl.
Alexis Bradley, that he was coming to Memphis and he wanted his children. Do you think that part of maybe the reason that she wanted him dead was because she thought that he was going to be able to take away the children, which would take away her meal ticket?
I really, to be honest with you, to get in, I would just have to be thinking from my, from everything I've read and studied and another perspective, but I really truly believe that she was not, in her mind, perhaps going to be who she felt she was anymore. But of course, in your children, the mother is always just a very, very major, very, very powerful, beautiful source. So you never have to worry about being married to anybody because you're queen. You're queen. I know I am. And so as a result, it didn't matter about a marriage. It didn't work. I mean, I just rolled on and became so much more. And here we are. And my son is amazing. He's doing phenomenal things. So she just very well gotten with God and moved on. And he would have taken great care of her if she allowed this man the opportunity to live. I know that for a fact. And he really would have. He would have been probably on with another ESPN or somebody and doing great things and doing amazing if he had been afforded the opportunity to live. And this is before all of the Black Lives Matter business. It was just a matter of allowing him to live and do. And, and the thing of it is that as much as I don't believe the lady ever had a job, he was a great provider and a good man. And as a result, he would encourage her to go to school and different things. And so all she had to do was allow, him to do the things he was doing. And if it did not work together, then to make something great of herself.
Well, one of the things I do want to kill is a lot of people said that Lorenzen Wright was on drugs. And, well, but I do want to say this, because the viewers they'll bring, my viewers ended on the Instagram and everything, but it don't let you go but an hour. So let me see. In fact, Wendy, just hold on. I'm gonna take a commercial break and come right back.
Okay.
Let's take a commercial. We're gonna take a commercial break, and I want to bring up Instagram again. It only goes for 1 hour. We'll be back after these commercial messages. All right, let's see. Let me do it again. See if I can do it. All right, we're going to part 2 of the Instagram, so y'all gonna have to come on back in. Tell her just run this, and I'm ready to go back. Tell her if she can bring me back after this, and I'll be fine. Can you bring me back that quick?
She's okay.
Okay. Come on.
30 seconds.
Okay. In the room.
$20 seconds. $10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'd welcome back, guys. We had to change over Instagram, which is a brand new medium that we're using in social media for the promotion, the production, the marketing of the Thaddeus Matthews Show, only stays up 1 hour. So we had to switch back over, and I see everyone coming on back in the room. My guest on the phone is Wendy Wilson, a former personal assistant to Lorenzen Wright, who states that, and she taped it and provided the police with a tape of threats from Sherra Wright, and where she states that if she ever caught him with another woman, she'd kill him. So that's who our guest is. You still there, Wendy?
I'm still here.
Okay. One of the things I was saying before we took the commercial was that many people in the community were stating that Lorenzen Wright was on drugs. He was a drug user. Now, I'll say this. Were there drug dealers around here? Certainly, there were. Anytime you got money, people with money always associate, even if it may be the wrong reasons, you associate yourselves with money. But I do have, like I said, I have a copy of the autopsy report, Wendy, and I'm showing that right now on the site, okay, both of the sites. And it states that there were no drugs in his system at the time of his death. So I think that kind of,
Absolutely.
that kind of kills the theory, the story that Lorenzen Wright had drugs in his system. And I think that we went over pretty much everything, Wendy, but, and I guess the most killing part, and I guess killing part, is that she would call you. I guess when she called you to make these threats, she couldn't find him.
Well, she couldn't find him. So
Right.
that's the right person.
Right.
Sometimes I get calls 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, when nobody was disturbing anybody, so it got to be, and I got very concerned because if she got like this all on her own, how angry, how safe were things for everyone, and, did she need some help? Did I need, what I need to do to tell him? And I told him. So that's my, that was the reason for me expressing or letting him hear him and, turn around to authorities just in case.
When-
And I just had hoped that I would never need to.
When she was making these statements, was there venom in her voice? Was she very angry? Did she sound like a woman that was obsessed or what?
Oh, very possessively, and weaponous at best. Just completely detestable, even in a most malignant state in her mind, it seemed. And it just was a thing where I don't know what even, I think she could very well get herself from 0 to 100 alone. So, I don't know.
All right. Well, Wendy, thank you so much for sharing this information with me and my audience. And if you can think of anything else, you have a number, just give me a call.
Okay, thanks so much, and God bless. Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you've done.
Thank you. That's Wendy Wilson. Very interesting. And I do think that she more than likely will be called to testify in this particular matter. Those of you who are on the Instagram, these shows only last on these lives for 24 hours. But what we will be doing is, because we have it on the YouTube, I will be able to post these shows on Instagram for those of you to go back and review. It will stay up tonight until tomorrow night's show on the church site, Naked Truth LEM. You know, I got a tape I want to play, but I don't know whether I need to do it tonight or wait till tomorrow night. We wondered who this witness is, this informant is that came forth with all of this information that led to the arrest, the finding of the gun, then led to the arrest of Billy Ray Turner, then now Sherra. I got a tape of a guy that called me, and I've altered the voice just a tad. When I tried to do it the first time, I had it way out there. So I've altered his voice a tad. Did you see somebody advertising on the page? Okay. Yes, I do. I see somebody on the Instagram. You will no longer, Chris Thomas, be on my page. I'm in the advertising business. And if you advertise on my page, you have to bring me some money. Praise the Lord. Thank you. Jesus. Hashabah. Now, I'm trying to figure out whether I want to play that tape tonight or do I want to do it on tomorrow night. I'm trying to figure. It's an interesting tape where a person calls me and look, let me just tell you, when I get strange calls for my own backup, I record them. I've been in this business 34 years. You ain't gonna play me. So I record those conversations. You deleted somebody? Okay. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do it tonight or do I want to do it tomorrow night. I also received a call from a young lady today by the name of Toria. I'm not going to give her last name. Toria was involved with a fellow that has been questioned by the police from my sources, stating his name is Danielle Taylor. Danielle Taylor, I think he's a coach in the school system. His real name is Antonio. He's the son of Janice Taylor, who was the nanny to Sherra. They were also members of Mount Olive #1 out there in Collierville, where Sherra went out there and started to preach it. You think they're gonna make her the chaplain at the penitentiary?
They got to really make her a captain.
Oh, okay, they're gonna have her doing, they're gonna have her doing something there. She was involved with him. And the young lady, when she called me today, told me that she got a call from Sherra. See, she was spreading that killer coochie everywhere. Everybody was getting some killer coochie. And it looked like if you took, it was like a Lay's potato chip. If you bit into it one time, you couldn't just have it one time. She made men crazy with that killer coochie. I bet these guys that are involved and you guys that are involved, you might as well gonna turn yourself in because she finna tell it on you. She gonna cut any kind. See, she ain't loyal. She ain't loyal to nobody. She wasn't loyal to Lorenzen because this woman, Toria, when she called me, said that Sherra was screwing, well, I said, man, Antonio Danielle Taylor while they were married, okay? And so Sherra had found out about her relationship with him and called him, and Danielle wanted to set you up to come out to the church to some singing extravaganza that they was having at the church because Sherra wanted to see if you still had an intimate reaction to this woman. Tora says I just dropped his ass. I got rid of his ass. So I'm wondering if she's psychotic. What was that movie where the woman was crazy? It's a lot of movies where the women be crazy. I think of it, the woman was crazy, but she was overly possessive. She was clingy, and I just, huh?
Fatal attraction.
Might have been fatal attraction. I don't know. She was just crazy, a crazy ass woman with killer coochie. And some men, when you get you some killer coochie, your coochie, the men been used to that mediocre coochie. See, you can survive when you done had mediocre coochie, okay? Mediocre coochie is survivable, okay? You can find, because if that's all you ever had is mediocre coochie, you go get you some more mediocre coochie, but when you get the fi-fi, the head fi, the coochie fi, everything fi, she got all them positions, she's a total freak, you can't stand it. You'll kill for nothing. I bet they ain't getting nothing out the deal. Because all of them thought they were going to be her man. Yeah, they did. Thin line between love and hate. Thank you, Tarja. That's it. That was a movie I was thinking about. Thin line between love and hate with the boy that played Martin was in it. Thin line, yeah, that was the one. Thank you, Taj. Okay? Yeah. You can't tell her no. She had killer coochie. What did she have, class? Killer coochie. If a woman tell you her coochie so good that you want to kill somebody for it, leave that coochie alone. I had a girl tell me once, my coochie so good, make you go rob a bank. I said, well, hell, baby, I don't want none of that damn coochie. Because hell, my ass be to rob the bank and you be giving that coochie to somebody else while I'm sitting up there in the penitentiary. But, okay, but anyway, she went through so many different guys. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think I may just play that tape where the guy called me. I've altered his voice a little bit and shared with me who the informant happens to be. I think I'll do that. Who, any of you women got killer coochie? Bad coochie there. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back on the baddest talk show in the land, the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Please leave your message for 601-316-1478.
Bobby Rush, I'll call you when I get off there. I was calling you. Somebody told me you're in town this weekend. Give me a call. Excuse me. I'm on the air. I know you tried to call me. Give me a call after 9 o'clock. Thanks. Oh, boy. Woo! Dale, pull half of this out, down to the bottom. The lady said, I thought I had some fire until Sherra's story broke. Now I think I just got regular coochie. Don't have regular coochie, baby. Don't have regular coochie. Get, regular coochie. Well, I guess regular coochie, that's better than that mediocre coochie. Okay. But damn, that girl out. And I saw a picture where she had with her tongue out. Okay. She had, did I bring one from the office?
I got one.
All right. Killer coochie. All the women in the room that got killer coochie, wave your hand. And if you can't say a word, just wave your hand. Don't try to have that regular coochie. Regular coochie ain't good coochie. Now, I'm just going to tell you the truth. Regular coochie is boring coochie.
Boring?
Yeah. Regular, ooh. Who wants some regular coochie? Give me some premium. I don't even want the unleaded. Give me premium. Speak, Pastor. Ooh. She was a freak from way back yonder, though, Jesus. I'm in commercial break, y'all.
She probably started when she was a little girl.
Them girls gonna tear that ass up in the jail. They waiting on them. Betty them, waiting on that ass when she get to jail east. Oh, you a freak, huh? I bet they make them some dildos
They do.
in the jail.
They do.
They do?
Yes.
They make dildos?
They make them.
Lord Jesus. They gonna tear that ass up. Woo. All right. Y'all want me to play that tape? Let me find it first, Jesus. Let's see, where is it at? Do I still have it in my phone? Where did I record it at? I thought it was in here. I must have left it in that computer. All right, we're getting ready in just a few to come back live here for y'all. Oh, here it is. Woo. Hey, have you cut this down? Did you cut this down?
What?
Did you cut this down?
Did I cut it down?
Uh-huh. Huh?
Last commercial.
Do what?
That's right.
I still ain't getting it.
You got your, is it up on the side?
Hmm? Is it on?
It's on, it's on.
And my phone ain't even charged. Oh, there. My phone ain't even charged.
You can charge your phone and plug it up at the same time?
Oh, I ain't got the phone. Hell, I ain't got it in there. But I got that thing ain't working though.
How much?
20
It ain't
seconds.
coming over the system.
Oh, she got 20 seconds. I don't know why this is not coming on the system.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. If you want to be able, brothers, to take care of some killer coochie, you know the pastor in the men's ministry, I got several products. If you suffer, brother, from erectile dysfunction, it ain't getting up, it ain't working, then I got 2 products for you, okay? I got 2 products for you. One is the coffee. You drink it in 15 minutes. Once you're stimulated and you're turned on, boom, that thing gonna work. Those of you that don't have time for coffee, you may not like coffee. We've got what we call the hunch punch. It'll work. You just put it in some water and your thing, I don't care how old you are, your thing that ain't been working, the thing is going to work. In fact, let me show you. With the water, all you gotta do is pour it. Pour it in some water. You don't want no great big pitcher water. It ain't gonna make no pitcher. Get you some water, drink most of the water out. Okay? Pour the water in there. Shake it up. Okay? Shake it up. Okay. And brothers, look, and women, if your man's thing ain't working, you need to come on by the church. I'll be there by at least 10, 15, 10, 30 tomorrow. Ain't but $10 a pack. And get him something. Lady came by the church Saturday. Man was a little leery because I only sell 3 at a time. I ain't gonna sell you no $110. If you ain't got $30, you don't supposed to have no thing, no way. She texted me back, ooh, that thing worked. And he was an older man. Okay, then you just take it. Guys, out to you, shake it up. Drink it. Yes, I sell it at the church. Okay? It's herbal. So even for you fellows who have high blood pressure, it's an herb. And look, you need I'm selling my merchandise, okay? It works, fellas. If you've got diabetes or you've got some other medical issues and it's just hanging there, it won't do nothing. You hate to take it out to Pete with. You need to get this, okay? We got a brand new product. You know, we got the coffee too. What the hell? What you want? Don't you see me working?
Hey, I'm trying, hey, how long we work, man?
Man, don't you see me on the air? Why you calling me and you see me on the air? Why you calling me and you see me on the air, man?
Yeah, I want some of that coffee, man.
Okay, man, don't call me at 216-2576. Now, everybody gonna know now, your stuff is limp. It don't work. 216-2576. Y'all call him and tell him, we know your stuff don't work. We know your stuff don't work. Okay? Don't get shamed now. Now, but I got another product. You women been asking for something. So my people that I get my stuff from, because this is a business, this is part of the men's ministry. We got a new thing for you women. Your stuff stay dry. Man, why you calling me? Why you calling me? Why you disrespecting my, hey brother, why you disrespecting my show? Don't call me while I'm on the damn air, man. It ain't my problem. Your thing don't work.
My bad, I ain't trying to disrespect.
Okay, you are. You calling me while I'm on the air. Go and jack off like you've been doing. Stop calling me on the air. If you want to get you some, come by to church tomorrow.
Hey, look here, man, if I take your wife out, she ain't gonna say none of this.
Well, I ain't got no wife, so you can take her out. My ex-wife, hell, go get her. It's in my benefit for you to have her. If you find my ex-wife, you can have her, brother.
What's the name?
If you know I got an ex-wife, you'll find her. Man, but you're at 302, his number, y'all, is 302-8447. Y'all call him right now, 302-8447. Now, as I was saying, because I want to get back, some of you women have been calling me because you were having a problem. Do you have a problem for a woman, product for a woman? And I thought, product for a woman? Why would a woman need something? This is a product for women with dry coochies. Your coochie is dry. And wait a minute, okay. I want all y'all to be just like Sherra. I want all of y'all that have that good coochie like Sherra got. Sherra got that excellent killer coochie. So there's a new product out, okay? There's a new product out for women with the dry coochie. Your coochie been dry? It can flow like an ocean now. It also, for those of you as women who have a problem getting excited, this product will work for you. The name of this product is going to be Squirt. That's the name of the product, okay? Squirt. Squirt is the name of the product. Get yourself, these are some samples. I'm going to give 10 samples away to 10 women with dry coochie. I'm going to give you these so that you can let me know how it works. So if you got a dry coochie, come by to church tomorrow. I'm gonna give you one of these pills, and then you let me know if it worked. Okay, you have to test your products out. Okay, so if you're a woman with a dry coochie and it won't get wet for nothing, contact me at the church. It was part of the men's ministry, but you couples, y'all, this is ministry, this is outreach. Okay, so if you got the dry coochie, we got something now for the women with a dry coochie, okay? It's called Squirt. We're getting the boxes and the little bags made for you women with the dry coochies. They say when y'all get a certain age, your coochie dry up. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I always heard that all right, Pastor, don't say it, Pastor. Don't say it. Don't say it, Pastor. You know I'm so tempted to say it. Don't say it, Pastor. Don't say it. Well, Pastor, what you do when you got a woman with a dry coochie? Okay. Okay, stop that is. Stop. They always told me just spit in it. All right, now stop. I'm through. All right, let me go back. Is there somebody named Delete Education? Somebody on the page named Education something? Take them off.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know, you hit something, it just remove the message, you want to take it more block?
Okay, we'll remove them. They're on the Instagram?
No,
Huh?
they're on YouTube.
No, there's a way to take it off. Just hit on there. Okay? Just follow the instructions I gave you. Thank you. All right. So, y'all come up out of church and get the product on tomorrow. Let me go back into where we were. Okay. So let me go back to, let me read some on here. Okay. What was it coming? He plays with y'all and what? What was that? All right. Now look, in this Lorenzen Wright situation, the gun was found. What led the police to find the gun? Let me see if I can get this thing back to working. Because I want you to hear a call that I got from someone who states that they knew exactly what happened. Let's see. I'm not getting it to, let me try it again. You got me up over there, I know. I'm not getting it. Where it was excellent with the phone. Because I really want y'all to hear this call. I wonder if I take it up and just hold it to the mic. Are they able to hear this? Something is not working the way I want it to work. I'll just keep playing with it. It's 19 minutes though. I might save this one for tomorrow. Because I don't know why it's not. I'm just getting this truck from Sherra.
Man, Tupac told his thing.
Well, I'm hearing it on my phone. Let's see if I can try it this way. And hold it up to the phone.
He said they started to remember mom when they said when John Jones got killed, they were made him snitch due to the limitation about the Sherra White's mother because and they said Sherra White's friend set John Jones up to get killed. He beat some dude up at the club about a woman that the Sherra White's friend lured him over there and shot him and got killed. Over there out Macmillan somewhere. I remember those. I said, wow. He said that's what made the dude from Memphis Mom is locked up snitched on Sherra. Because Sherra's friend said his friend up that started the Memphis Mom with him to get killed. So he told them the FBI on Sherra and Billy and all the rest of them. So they said no one since June of 2016 after John Jones got killed. We fished over the Memphis Mom. Because them are killing about 3 or 4 stars in Memphis Mom. So he's because he killed the leader of the Memphis Mom gang. He knew who killed. No, talking about the new street guy. That's not no kid. He just wasn't going to snitch. He was going to be loyal. But when they killed his boy, that started Memphis Mom, he snitched. He snitched on all of them. So Sherra didn't see this coming. So he had already snitched last year. You know when that man got killed. John Jones. So what did he get out of the deal? I don't know, they might cut his time, I don't know what they did. You know they did him a favor to do, he going to all that over, he ain't going to me, I'm just looking like my house, he didn't go to all that, he really didn't want to, me to tell him about it, you know what I'm saying? So I said, wow, I thought, maybe some guys got caught in big drugs when he wasn't them snitching, and stuff like this, and now, they about thinking all the guys that caught Clyde Ways, all the guys got caught up, they ain't the one snitching. And the trade said, they said his friend, the dude got mad when he killed his friend. They said the girl that said his friend he killed his little mom, she was friends with Sherra White. So he felt like Sherra was involved, knew the girl, and there was a friend got her 4 killed, but he told him to get her back. To get my 4 killed that started his mom. He snitched on Sherra lady. So that's what happened. But how did he know where the gun was? Well, at the Memphis Mom boy, they probably know who did. He probably know who all did. Don't say FBI got everything. He probably already gave the names, Billy Ray, Sherra, and all that. And the FBI is moving slow. Well, I'm not information I got telling me is the business. Duke said the FBI really got these other names, man. So the police, who are the frontline, Duke probably told me everything. Still, Mr. Mom boy probably know who did. He's over the gang, he was he won and jailed one was out. The one was out got killed. Because Sherra White's friend set him up. He killed her, he beat a dude up. I was a girl in the club. So Sherra White's friend lured him over there and like took him from and dude came from inside the house and said ambushed his name. And they found out that, Sherra White's friend just want to set him up. So dude sneaked to get back up and get his 4 kids and started living mom together. So that's why they said FBI didn't have their norm since June 2016 dude did, and he said this is why FBI moving slow. They are doing the gun war, but they were doing the street. To pick these folks up and who are involved. They mentioned the boy named James McGill, they mentioned the Tim Green dude name, so they gonna put a lot of people in jail, man. Because what dude was saying, that locked up in the mom, he wasn't gonna shit for me. Dude got killed in April, he got mad. And went on told the FBI anything. So, you know what I'm saying? So, Billy Ray, it's probably he brought down Sherra system, Sherra brought down Billy Ray, Sherra system, but really, now one of them, dude told on him, and they probably believe him until he found the gun. And when I think died and found the gun, they walked on him in secret about that. Okay, he said the brother to Bridgeport guy tell the truth. So, what did he say about Dennis McNeil? He was there in the house. I thought my house. They said Lorenzo was friends with all of them. They said they was both on the team, the murder team, and all that. He said, he just said he believed he got something to do with it. But then I asked Lizzie to show me her phone. And she showed me her phone. I looked at her phone, and she said, if there's anything that me to do, but there's a friend. She said, that's the first person she called. She come find Lorenzo. She called him. But, he said he didn't know what Lorenzo was. He didn't know like you playing like he knows her. So I told her, I said, you got the devil in your phone, You got the devil in your phone, I told her, remember that. some vital information. I said, well, I thought I told him what that is. But you had already left when I got over there. But he said, Kevin, a Bridgeport, I only locked him 15 years later, I'm not going to time out. They said, he the one who killed the head of the Memphis mom. And by my Sherra white friend set him up to get killed and put the dude in the club of a woman. So dude wanted to get him, but whooping him. So Sherra white friend lured him over there. So Kevin Bridgeport sneaked and told him and laughed up. Well, that dude got killed. His friend get back there Sterling, but dude, friend set his friend up. So that's what came from the Billy Ray, and all that. But they used for 7 years old. The Memphis mom dude probably out of the dude. Because the Memphis mom dude tried to be loaded to the street. That was the legal stick. So if I know if my nigga killed my guy, it's time to Memphis mom, I'm gonna kill him for motherfucking female. And that's what happened. They still have these kids on there. He got the time on there. And so the FBI thought I'm gonna get him some. Not because the top 2 or 3 years off his 15-year sentence, you know, not the snitching. Because this nigga told him. And so everybody be clean pictures, all these boys, you know, got caught up. But they said these boys ain't seen anything to do with them. And the head of some bonds, he been green, got killed in business. John Jones got killed, he hit on my head. So they saying, the street saying that. And I said, wow. And they said, if they police about if they did anything, you know, tell him too, but he didn't go into detail. He just told me he knows that, you know, we told him on Sherra. Because I made him explain to him. I said, well, why would he think on Sherra what he's doing? He said, I was just what happened. John Jones' best friend, never mind, got killed. Sherra white friend set him up to get killed. And which for who would have got killed, set him up to come over there for do kill. So dude felt like Sherra friend said his man was responsible for John Jones getting killed. He snitched on the FBI. You know, he made no
Okay, but y'all got the gist of what he was saying. He's saying that the informant is someone by the name of Kelvin Bridgeport. This is a very interesting situation, and to the person that I see on Instagram say you lost, you would probably have to go back and look at some of the old shows from several weeks ago that will bring you up to date on everything that we're talking about concerning the tragic killing of Lorenzen Wright. Wife this morning in court signed papers stating that she's no longer going to fight her extradition. She's coming back to Memphis. And even though the judge said that, well, it'll be a week, 10 days, or something of that nature, I believe that she will be back in Shelby County within the next 48 hours. I think that probably is a security situation why they're saying that it's going to take so long. But I think that the prosecutors, the DA's office, this is a case that they really want to get into. I think that this is a case that the citizens of this community want to have some closure on. And I know that Mrs. Deborah Marion wants closure on this. She fought the battle for 7 years, okay? 7 years when everyone else gave up. Do I think that there are some other players? Yes. Do I think that Sherra Wright will cut whatever kind of deal and cut anybody up that she can? There are other players in this other than herself and Billy Ray. Okay, there are other players in this. Now, I expect her to give them up. Sherra is not loyal. I expect her to say, look, this person, this person, this person, this person, and that person was involved. Again, Abigail Noel, the clairvoyant, who stated 3 years ago the name Billy was involved as one of the killers. Sherra was there, and this guy by the name of Kenny Brown, okay, was involved. Who I hear that Kenny Brown is in the car wash business. He's in the mobile car wash business. And the clairvoyant said that when she was speaking with Lorenzen in the spirit realm, okay, that he stated that Kenny Brown, one of the things we need to make note of is that when the guns came up, he started to run. The first shot was not to the head. First shot was probably to the torso area because there were numerous shots. And again, I've read and I've reviewed the autopsy report. And probably this is when he was trying to make the 911 call. Someone wants to know, is the death penalty on the table? Of course it's on the table, unless a deal is cut. Okay? I think that that phone was open, and I've heard from sources that the phone was open longer than us hearing that little portion that has been played on the various news stations, that he names his killer. But they have evidence, they state, that places Sherra at the scene of the crime. Okay? What deal would she try to cut? Because the only person that Sherra cares about is herself. People have asked, what about the children? She don't care nothing about the children. Damn, Pastor. No, she don't. And let's just be honest. She cares nothing about the children. Daddy, wait a minute. How you gonna say she don't care nothing about the children? She killed their dad. How does a mother care for her children and take the life of the father? She don't care nothing about them children. It was all greed. She was a money-hungry, gold-digging bitch. That's what she was. That's what she was. She went from man to man to man to man, giving that ass away. I think that the first guy she married, Reggie Robinson, she married him and she only stayed married to him 5 months. I think she married him for the sole purpose of his being in law enforcement, so that he could find out perhaps what's going on, what's being said, what you done heard. See if you can find out this. See if you can find out who's talking and what they're talking about. I think that was very important to her. 5 months. Then she got another sucker going on to Houston. Now she's married to a guy that purchased a $500,000 house. Who finally showed up in court today. Bye, baby. I ain't gonna see you no more. Sherra Wright will never see the outside of a jail again. Her plane ride back to Memphis is gonna be her last plane ride. I think that she knew that the hammer was about to drop, especially after Billy Ray was arrested. I think also that when Billy Ray pled not guilty, and he has a lawyer, not near on the level of a Steve Faris, I think that they're trying to cut a deal. I think that there's going to be evidence that comes forth from him. But I would tell Mr. Turner's family, if y'all talk to him, he get one of them jailhouse calls, that y'all tell him he better beat her to the punch. There are more players in this. I think that in the very near future, we're going to see someone else arrested in this case. Who is this mysterious Kenny Brown? Kenny Brown, who reports say was in a fight over Sherra at the House of Doves. House of Doves is named something else now, but the House of Doves that was on Bellevue reports from several people say that there was a fight between Lorenzo Wright and Sherra. Lorenzo Wright and Kenny Brown over Sherra. There's some more players, and they're all going to come forth real soon. Let's take another commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Message for 901279548.
Yes, who is this?
Hey, my friend, how you doing?
Who is this? Who is this? Two 230-0199. Who is this? Who is this? I can't hear you.
You told me you're going to disguise my voice. I just thought you were going to disguise my voice.
Your voice is disguised, brother. Do you?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you. You're on the air, fool.
God bless you. Thank
You're on the air. Damn. How you gonna, I done changed your voice as a snitch, you gonna call me on the air? I thought you was gonna change my voice. I did change your voice. Damn. Woo! Damn. Good God Almighty, our people. That needs to be a course on how to be a smart criminal, of course. Oh, God. Okay. My, sure do me right. Huh? Do what?
Look at this screen, the big screen.
On what screen?
The big screen.
It ain't doing nothing here. I'm not getting anything from this. What's happening on over there?
It's digitized.
Well, as long as it records perfect here, we can put it up where we need to put it up. Why would the snitch call me on the air? I done changed voice. I thought you were gonna change my voice.
Maybe he thought it sounded like himself, I don't know.
How you gonna be the snitch and call me on the air? I thought you were gonna change my voice. I did. Miss Fat, what's up? How many minutes I got left?
Did you want to run your wrestling commercial?
Yeah, run it.
Okay, and then you'll have, what, 4 minutes?
Okay,
5 minutes after that.
okay, that'll be fine. My, shoulder do me right.
Big time.
What's up?
I want to be like you when I grow up.
No, you don't, man. See, you can afford all these bills I got. You a lawyer.
Hey man, I got a suit tab, man.
You got a who?
A tab for the suits I buy, man. You know, I gotta keep paying every I got a layaway plan for all these suits, man.
Well, you need to go to M&K.
They don't tell them over there, man.
They'll do what?
They don't make tell the suits over there.
Oh, well, go on, Mr. Lawyer. That's why you charge $900 an hour. Woo.
Now you busted me out, man. Yeah,
20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And thank you so very, 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 very much. Look, the wrestling commercial that you just seen, it's an outreach of the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry. We're offering fathers the opportunity to spend some time with their sons and with their daughters. So on this Friday night in the gymnasium of the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, the wrestling match, a professional wrestling match, will be starting promptly at 8 o'clock. Now, if there's any of you that would like to sponsor a child or a group of children, the admission is only $10. You can go to the PayPal. Will you put that up for me? The PayPal, and make a donation to the ministry at paypal.me/Naked Truth Ministries. Will you get that for me? Thank you, Linda. If you would like to be a part of what we're doing at the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, and this hit me a couple of months ago, I've got all of that 10,000 square foot of gymnasium that we need to put into use. And I'm putting it in use in this particular instance for fathers to be able to spend some time with their children, okay? With their children. So bring your daughters and your sons on out to the wrestling match, okay? To the wrestling match. No, I don't have a call-in number, thank you. Just come on, bring your children this Friday night. Help support men spending time with their children, whether it's your sons or your daughters. Come on and be a part of the ministry. Some of you, and that's this Friday night, so make a donation. We're gonna leave this up until I go off the air. If you'd like to contribute to the ministry, paypal.me/Naked Truth Ministries. As I've shared with you, I'm the pastor that don't get paid. I don't accept no salary. I don't do anything. I'm about to leave on Instagram. I'm winding down on you. It's showing me the seconds in the wind down. I will be placing this particular 2 parts of tonight's show on the page later on tonight. Thanks to those of you on Instagram, which only stays up an hour. Thank each and every one of you for being here. Okay, but these videos only stay up for 1 hour for 24 hours on Instagram, but I will be putting the tape version on Instagram later on tonight. It'll also stay on the church page. For those of you that don't cuss, and now that y'all calling me the cussing pastor, I got something for you. When you want to cuss and you just can't find the words to say it like I can easily say, then get you one of these shirts. Tell the folk, I'm going to Thaddeus Matthews you. Yeah. All right, you dirty, I can't say it. But I'm going to Thaddeus Matthews you. $20, just go to the church website, Naked Truth LEM, and you can get a shirt. Let me say this one last thing and I got to get out of here. There are many of you who are looking for jobs. You say that you want a career. Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries, in accordance with some truck drivers who own their own trucks, are going to be we're going to have a class on learning how to drive big rigs, and it's not going to cost you anything. Normally it costs $3,000 to $4,000 to go to classes, but I've got some truck drivers who want to give back to the community. You need to be at the church on the 20th, that's Saturday after next. You're going to find out everything you need. If you've got your CDL or your CDL permit, or how to get your CDL. These people will be there. The truck drivers will be there to tell you all about it. It's absolutely free. You learn to drive a rig absolutely free. So all you got to do is show up on that Saturday. If you need us at the church, 435-6161. That's right there.
Yes.
435-6161 is the number to the church. I got to go. Guys, come by and get that juice tomorrow or get that coffee so that everything will be all right in your life. I'm Thaddeus Matthews. Thank you so very much for being a part of the show. And until tomorrow night, top of the evening to you. All right, y'all. Bye. Where did it take it off there?